Hello and welcome to BrainDed Games. My name is Tom, and today I wanted to show you a few snippets that I've taken of the gameplay of Total War Rome 2. I think it needs to be discussed or addressed because it is release day, so wanted to run through what you get for your money really. So I've got some snippets here of the gameplay, and this is from the prologue that you get with the game. It's basically defending Capua from an invading army, and you are the sort of backup squads. And you can see from the graphics here, it's kind of a bone of contention with a lot of people on the Steam communities and various sort of websites about obviously Rome and the graphics levels and things that have come out of this game. I think that Creative have acknowledged the fact that a lot of people anyway, not everybody, but a lot of people are getting low graphics settings on the game when they expected a lot better. For me, just panning along here, the guys look good, the soldiers look good, but they don't look quite to the level that I was expecting. Now, just to clarify what I'm playing, it's not an extreme level. That's the first thing I'll point out. It's not on the highest level of graphics, which is extreme. I am playing on ultra, and it seems to run fine. It was very, very laggy and slow when I was playing on extreme, so that's probably down to my computer not being up to the standard that it needs to be to play it on top spec. Fair enough, I completely understand that. However, when I do play through the game, there's very little of it that I feel meets the standards that I was kind of hoping for. I never watched the videos and the demos and the adverts that they put out thinking I'm going to get that level of spec. I had no illusion that that was going to happen. At the same time, I kind of feel a bit cheated on what's going on with what I've actually received, I guess, and what I've actually downloaded. The game itself runs fluidly enough. It's smooth running. For me anyway. I know a lot of people are still getting laggy and buggy issues, but for me it seems to run quite well, and I've done campaigns, I've tried various things. It seems to be okay for me. It's just kind of graphics, I think, more than anything, and sort of design of it really. It's not quite what I was expecting from what I'd seen. And this kind of raises the question, and it's the age-old question of, should you release a game before it's ready to go out? A lot of companies are releasing games these days because they've set a date, they want to make as much money as possible, they've got people pre-ordering in their droves because they put out a good ad campaign, and then they release a game that's not finished. And I feel that that's kind of happened here. There's other games that have done it, and there's a lot more that come out that do it, and they're just not ready to receive the numbers or whatever. For example, Diablo, when it came out, their servers weren't ready. You know, the game ran, it was quite buggy and laggy, but the servers weren't ready for the numbers coming through, and there was days where people weren't getting on. Star Wars, same thing happened when they released their MMO. It's Aliens Colonial Marines released a whole trove of adverts out into the world, and then basically didn't include anything from the adverts whatsoever. Pretty much, in my point of view, there's a lot of games that seem to sort of let you down with a big campaign to build you up, and then release a game that's not finished. So my question to you, and obviously do leave comments, I'd love to know what you think, whether you think that this is just the gaming industry now these days, is that we release games and then we'll patch it for the next 6 months and finally you'll get a finished article, or are you one of those people that goes, hang on, I've paid X amount of money for this game, I want to finish the article, you know, I've paid for something to be on release day, I want to be able to play a game on release day. That's what I would do. You know, it's something that a lot of people, I think you're kind of one side of the fence or the other. For me, I kind of think, well, I have paid my money. I want something that is going to be good and is going to live up to that level that I was expecting. And if you want to patch it to make it even better, then great. But for me, I definitely don't want something that, at the very least, it should hit what I was expecting, not be massively under. I feel like sometimes I'm playing an alpha, if I'm honest, on this game. It's that unpolished. And I know that, like I say, Creative are saying, well, we're going to get patches out to you as soon as possible, we're going to fix it, and there's these sort of makeshift things that will deal with it for now if you set it to, playing it in a window and things like that. And you can find fixes on the website, in the forums, on the Steam community. If you're having the same issues, have a look on there and it will talk you through how to fix them. But for me, it doesn't fix it enough. It's playable, but it's definitely not to the standard I was expecting. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment, obviously, underneath. It is a big deal for me in the industry these days that people are releasing stuff with money in mind as opposed to the fans. And I felt like that Rome Total War 2 or Total War Rome 2 was going to be one of those games that was just going to be released polished, because they've been working on it for so long. So let me know what you think. Obviously do check back in. I'm going to be releasing some videos for Total War Rome 2 as we go along, and hopefully we'll be able to see the the fixes and the bugs being gotten rid of, and the updates on the graphics, that kind of thing. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. We'll be covering this game in quite a lot of detail. So thanks very much for your time.